What's up, YouTube? It's me, Rashad, 360 Wave Process Rashad. And today's video is going to be all about 360 Wave connections. I'm going to tell you guys how to get them. I'm going to give you guys my best tip to get them in fast. And I'm going to help you guys understand the right technique so that your connections come in aligned, all right? Some forks in your 360 waves are okay, but overall, you don't want your connections to come in crooked, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys my best tips on how to prevent crooked connections. And also, you see these 3 brushes right here? These can be one of yours. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because it's a giveaway. All right, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm 360 Wave Process Rashad. 360 Wave Process brushes coming out on Tuesday, November 1st, all right? Click right there if you wanna buy one. Let's get into the video for real this time, you guys. How to get 360 Wave connection method by 360 Wave Process Rashad. Let's go. For the connection method, you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need an external mirror. You're gonna need a wall mirror so that you're able to hop in the mirror and view all the sides of your head. Also, you're gonna need a brush. You're gonna need simply one brush, all right? And the brush that you need is your primary brush. Now, what I mean by primary brush is the brush that you use the most. A lot of you guys have been asking me lately, is it okay to use more than one brush? Yes, it's okay to use more than one brush, but personally, I feel you should have one brush that's your go-to brush. And that's why I say your primary brush, meaning your first brush that you always grab and the one that you use the most. All right? And now what you do with your primary brush, right now this is my primary brush right here. This is 360 Wave Process 3WP brush right here, okay? Now, when you're trying to get connections, you have to identify where you need the connections at. And they're gonna be missing waves right here. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna look kind of crooked or it's gonna just be baby waves. So what you do is you hop in the mirror, you grab your primary brush, okay? Now let me tell you guys something real quick. With the 360 Wave Process brush, it helps you understand the angle. For example, you see the waves on the brush? Now, I just angle the waves on the brush the way that I see my waves are connected or the way that I want them to connect. I angle it and then I brush in that direction. And it's hitting the spots for me. And I know that I'm getting the right angles because I'm in the mirror and I see this logo right here. I see the waves on the logo. It's helping me out. It's helping me understand the way that my waves are gonna come out. For example, if I wanted my waves to go down like this, I just angle the wave logo, the 3WP wave logo down, and then I brush down like that. But I don't want them like that. I want them like this. And that's exactly how I brush. And that's exactly how my waves come out when I finish brushing. If you're using a straight brush for your primary brush, then you want to make sure you hop in the mirror and you want to keep that angle the same and you want to treat it as its own side, all right? Because the connections in essence are their own sides. Keep that in mind, you guys. So when you're on your 360 Wave Process journey, you find that spot and then you always brush it the same way, all right? And then if you want to avoid your waves being crooked, all right, this is an important step because you don't want your connections to come out overly crooked or coming out at a weird angle. For example, you don't want this to come in like this and the next thing you know, you got your angle coming in like vertical almost, you know what I mean? As if it's 720 waves. Unless you do that connection real good, it's not gonna look right. A good technique for the connections. Let me show y'all. Take notes right here. You got your angle, boom. All you gotta do is keep it constant right here. Get a nice little consistent stroke right here and then you just keep brushing. And that's all you gotta do. And make sure you memorize this angle that you're doing so that when you're not in the mirror, you could just go ahead and do it. Like you could take your brush and then, you know the angle, boom. All right, and that goes for all sides, the back too. Whenever you pick up your brush, brush your missing connection first, all right? Brushing is very important, but I need you guys to not forget about, somebody leave a comment if y'all know what I'm about to say. Don't forget about X. All right, fill in the blank. Woofing. It's woofing, you guys. You can't forget about woofing. You have to woof. And when I say woof, I mean you need to not get your hair cut. You need to not get your hair cut. If you have hair like mine, only 1 haircut per month. But look, there's more. If you're trying to get deeper waves, you're gonna have to kind of skip into a segment where you only get your haircut once in 2 months. You hear me, y'all? I know it's hard to like fathom that. You can get a lineup, so don't go around like 360 wave process. Rashad said I can't get a haircut for 2 months, and so I'm gonna walk around like an Eskimo, or not an Eskimo, a caveman. No, get a lineup, y'all. You can get a lineup, get a taper, etc., etc. But just make sure you don't cut the length of your hair down so that you can use all that time within that 2 months to hop in the mirror every single night. I know it sounds crazy, but it's every single night. If you don't do it every single night, y'all, you ain't gonna get deep connection. So you gotta do it, y'all. So make sure you do that, all right? Also, I'm not gonna just tell you guys to woof and leave it at that. I'm gonna let you guys understand why you are woofing. Because if you understand why you are woofing, then you're more likely to be able to take this information and use it to the best that you can, all right? Now, the woofing times for different people's hair texture, it varies, okay? If you have less coarse hair than me, for example, if you have a hair like Nick Wavy, for example, your woofing time may vary. If you have coarse hair like me, your woofing time is around 4 to 6 weeks, okay? That's optimal. I tell you guys once, I tell you again. But when you're a beginner and you're trying to get progress fast, sometimes you have to freaking woof longer than that. As far as hair products, when you're doing all this woofing, you're gonna need a product that kind of gives your hair some hold. If you have a hair texture like mine, when you woof for that long, your hair starts to curl. And when it really gets to a high length, it just over curls because the hair texture is so curly, it just keeps curling and curling and curling. And as you get more hair curling on top of each other, it kind of gets crazy and unmanageable. And a lot of you guys know what I mean by this. But look, let me tell you guys this. If you keep brushing every single day, it's going to be manageable. It's going to be like you got a fresh cut almost. But the only way you could keep it under control like that is by brushing every single day, all throughout the day, or just as much. Get a good brush session in. I just gotta stress that to you guys. Good brush sessions. Remember that. All right, y'all. These 3 brushes right here are about to be given away. 1 brush will be given away on this YouTube channel, from this YouTube channel right here. So if you subscribed, go down into the comment section right now and leave a comment about how it's about to go down on November 1st, because that's when these come out. So if you want to enter the contest on the YouTube channel, this brush right here is for the YouTube channel. All right, I'm gonna put this one down right there. If you leave that comment down there in the comment box about how it's about to go down on November 1st, then that's your entry into the freaking giveaway for this channel, all right? Now this brush right here, this is for Instagram right here, all right? This brush will be given away on Instagram. Go on Instagram and comment on my newest picture and tell the comment section on Instagram how it's about to go down on November 1st. And then you entered for a chance to win this from Instagram, all right? This one right here, stay tuned. This one will be given away at a future date with a future little information about that, all right? And then maybe in the next video, stay tuned, y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe. 360 Wave Process brushes come out on November 1st. If you want to get one, go get it now, because it's probably already out right now. 360 Wave Process Rashad. I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. I hope this video helped you guys with your connections. See y'all.